fellow travelers, Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Lyon, France, and I'm taking the bus to Italy. And today I want to talk about some of the don'ts about taking the buses in Europe, because don't think the bus isn't an economical option when you're traveling in Europe. Because most people talk about taking the high-speed trains, the TGV here in France, the ICEs in Germany. But the thing is, a lot of times, those are a lot more expensive than other ways. So you could take the bus because it actually is a cheaper mode of transportation. And the thing is, don't forget that sometimes the bus is your best or only option between cities. So for example, I want to go from here in Lyon to Torino. If I want to take the train, it's going to be like 7 or 8 hours to take the train. The bus is just under 5 hours, so it's a little bit faster, which is nice. But other times you want to go from, I don't know, Vilnius to Tallinn, there is no train. You're going to be taking the buses, so it's something you're going to use when you're here. And be aware of that, because sometimes, don't forget, sometimes the bus is the only option to some cities. Because though many people think that the train is the only way Europeans get around, no, buses can be quite helpful. So don't think it's not an option for you when you're going to be traveling around Europe. Now, when you're looking to book buses in Europe, realize there are a lot of different firms. Sometimes there's local ones, and sometimes there's more international ones like FlixBus or BlaBlaCar. The one I used to use all the time back in the day is Eurolines, which isn't as big. FlixBus is probably the one you're going to use. And there are options. There's also national carriers as well, depending where you are. So do be open to your options. But don't forget, don't think every carrier is the same. Some do have more amenities than others, whether it is like Wi-Fi on board, or maybe they have drinks, or where they stop, or how comfortable the seats are. So do think about that. And when you are booking your tickets, don't wait to book them last minute. All of these you can book online. Actually, my FlixBus, I booked online. I have the app, it's all right there. And the app tells me how to get to the bus station, when I should be there. Like, it was quite helpful. So that is one thing you want to think about, that you can get all this done without having to go to the bus station beforehand. Now, when you do get to the bus station, don't forget to look and see where your bus company is going to be, because sometimes it's spread out in the bus station. So for example, here in Lyon, BlaBlaCar buses are on the complete other side of the station, whereas FlixBus is on this side. So don't forget to look around, because you might be thinking, hey, where's my bus? And it's already gone because you didn't know. So if they have the departure signs, make sure you look for them to tell you where to go, all right? And when you are booking, I will say, don't forget to book a seat you might want to have. Like if you sit in the very front, to have that panoramic view if it's a double decker or something like that. You might like that, or maybe a window seat so you can look out and enjoy. But realize that different seats might have different prices, whereas sometimes it's just you pay for one ticket and you can sit anywhere. So do pay attention with that. Now, when it comes for packing for the bus rides, I will tell you this, less is more. You do not want to pack a lot because you don't usually have a lot of space, and many of them have restrictions on how much you can take. So it might be just one bag that'll go underneath, and then one bag you can have actually in the bus. I will say sometimes it gets a little heart racing when we're at the stops going, is someone going to take my bag? Is someone going to take my bag? You don't have that really issue so often, so I wouldn't be freaked out about that, but I would pay attention at the stops to make sure. Also, don't forget to tell them where you're going to be getting off at, because sometimes, like, this part of the bus might be for Frankfurt, and this part of the bus might be for Munich, and this part of the bus might be for somewhere else. So you have the right spots. When you get to your destination, you are there, and so is your luggage. Also, think of it kind of like when you fly. If you think your bag might get lost, then make sure you have everything important with you in your backpack, okay, in your carry-on luggage. So don't put in any of your electronics, don't put any of your medicines, don't put your passport in there, nothing like that, because you might need it when you're on there, and in case it does get lost, it's one of those things, all right? So for example, this is my bus going to Torino. This side is for Torino passengers and their luggage. The other side is for Milan, so don't forget, get it on the right side. Otherwise, you're gonna have some trouble when you get to your next stop. So I wanna think about what we're gonna take in our backpack. Don't forget to pack the essentials, okay? One, snacks. You're gonna need snacks here on the bus because they don't always stop. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but it's better to have your own snacks with you because you never know what your options may be on the road. Also, I would definitely bring like a bottle of water or something, because sometimes they do have waters on the bus, sometimes they don't, but it's just better to have that to be prepared. Also, don't forget your entertainment, because a lot of times the buses don't actually have, you know, any TVs or anything like that. It's not like when you're on, you know, in the flights. So have a book, have your Kindle, have your phone, whatever. But I'll say this, don't forget to bring either a USB charger, or a plug, I should say, because some of these buses actually have USB chargers so you can keep charged up on your long bus ride. But also, don't forget to bring a backup battery charger as well, because if they don't have it, especially if you're more of a local bus or not quite as long, a lot of times they don't have that. So you want to have that charging possibility for you. Also, if you're going to be going cross borders, don't forget to always have your passport with you. Obviously, never put your passport underneath, but don't forget to have it with you because sometimes there are border checks when you are going with the buses, so just be aware of that. And even if you're not going across international borders, don't forget to have your ID because they may check it when you get on board, just to make sure you're the person that has the right ticket. So just have a heads up for that. And when you're at the station, don't forget to make sure the bus you hop on is going to where you want it to go. So I'm on a FlixBus, but this one's going to Barcelona, not to Italy. So you do want to make sure you're getting on the right one because sometimes people think, oh, there's only one FlixBus going, I'll just hop on that and go. Or I'm the only Eurolines and I'll go. It's not always the case, so don't forget to check. Don't forget to wear your seatbelt. Now, I do recommend you don't just stay on the bus during the stops. Get out just to stretch your legs a bit, just to get some circulation. Don't forget etiquette on the bus, okay? So make sure you have headphones if you're listening to music or on your phone calls and stuff. You want to kind of keep it down because some people are sleeping and it's just kind of rude to have the sound going. Just be aware of that. Also know, since there's a lot less space on the buses versus trains, remember, make sure you pack as much as you can to put underneath so you do have space to actually be by yourself because the above is going to be super small, so a bigger backpack like a carry-on kind of bag or even a bag or bigger backpack won't fit there, so you might have to put it between your legs. And if you got somebody next to you and you're both are doing that, that can really make for an uncomfortable situation, so just have a heads up for it. Now, when you're on your bus trips, when they stop, don't think it's like in the US there's going to be a McDonald's or something like that at the stops. I mean, sometimes there are, but not a lot of times. A lot of times you have things more like Auto Grill, which basically has like local food, and it's like kind of a cafeteria service kind of thing. And you can do that, or they'll have a little shop where you can grab some snacks. But yeah, the fast food stops, don't expect those. Do expect something more like a cafeteria kind of setting, but when you have limited stop time, you want to pick something that's quick to go. Also realize, don't think they're going to drive all the way through because there are limits on how long drivers can drive in Europe. So they might only drive for 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and they have to take a stop for a certain amount of time. So just be aware of that. Don't be like, why are we stopping again? Because they have to by law. Now, if your bus does have stops, I want to tell you this, don't be late getting back because they will leave you behind. It sounds like, what? Why would they do that? Don't they know my stuff's still there? They might, or they might not. And the thing is, probably no one's going to say that one bald guy isn't on the bus. They'll just head out. So make sure you do get back as soon as you can. And one of the reasons why you might be late is the restroom. And I'm going to tell you this, don't expect the best restroom on the bus. Now, long distance buses will usually have a restroom on there for you, so that's nice. However, it may be small, might be very comfortable. And do you really want to be doing your business on a small bus when you walk out and everyone knows what you just did? Yeah, that's one of those things. So make sure you do visit the restroom before you go because you don't want to drop a deuce on the bus, okay? Just being honest with you. And if you do think you might need to go, one thing I would say is don't forget to have some tissues with you. A lot of times there'll be tissues in there or toilet paper in the bus, but sometimes I've been on the bus and there is none in there, especially after we've gone for a while. So yeah, don't forget a few tissues as well, just in case. And sadly, if you're looking to get stamps in your passport, if you're staying in the Schengen area, don't expect to get stamps in your passport when you're going to country, though they may check the bus and may come through to check your passport. Probably not going to get any stamps, sadly. Now, I will say, taking the bus here in Europe, don't think it's the same as everywhere else in the world. You know, it's not like a Greyhound experience, but just like every other bus ride you'll have in the world, don't expect a ton of space, okay? So make sure occasionally you stretch those legs out and walk up and down. And when they do make the stops, do get out and walk around. I'm actually wearing my compression socks I fly in because you know what? With a long bus ride, you're gonna need your legs to feel good. Now, when we think about timing for the bus, one thing I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna be the very first stop on a bus's route, you know, it's starting from here in Lyon and it's going to Torino. So since the first stop, it's going to leave on time. It will not wait for you. However, I will say, if you're farther along the route, the arrival departure times might be a little delayed. So just be aware of that. So if you're planning to take the bus to catch a train, you only have like a 10-minute intermission in between. No, that might not work. So you want to kind of plan around that. So for example, my bus is supposed to get in at 12:15 to Torino. I know that probably it's going to get in 12 something, but I'm not holding my breath for the 12:15 because when you're in the bus, it's just like anywhere, delays happen, traffic happens, bad weather happens, so it can slow down the bus. So it's not as on time, as other things in terms of when you're going to arrive or when your bus actually leaves. So if you're wondering where it is, and you're like, wait, we were supposed to leave 5 minutes ago and I haven't seen the bus. Don't be afraid to go ask the bus helpers, the ticket agents, because they'll know where your bus is. So that could be helpful. Now, when you're at the station, sometimes the bus stations are actually in great locations in cities. Sometimes they're not. I would definitely check beforehand. Like here in Lyon, the bus station is actually one of the main train stations. So it's actually easy location, metro connection, no problem. Other times it could be kind of farther out, which might be a little more problematic. I know I'm going to Torino and the bus station isn't really near where the central station is or the main stuff to see in the city. So I'm probably gonna have to get a taxi to go through. So do be aware of it. I don't think they're always like super well located. Also, when you're thinking about the stations, also don't forget, it's a bus station. It's just like a train station. Don't put your guard down. Don't let your guard down, because there are pickpockets, there are people that steal bags and stuff like that at stations as well. It's not a huge issue, but it's something you might want to pay attention to. So, made it to here in Torino. I will say another thing you need to know is don't think you're always going to be stopping necessarily at a station where there's going to be a real station. Sometimes just the bus stop is all you have, and it might just be a stall on the side of the road, especially if you're going to smaller towns and smaller areas. And this is Torino, this is a big city, and this is all we have here. So do be aware of that so you have an idea of where to be. And if you're not sure, just ask. I find people in Europe are much more helpful in terms of giving you directions to the bus station or whatever if you're going to have to do that. So just give me a heads up. So what are some of the other don'ts you have about taking the bus in Europe? Do let us know in the comments below to help out other travelers have a better time experiencing bus travel in Europe, because you know what? You can do it. It's not just trains and planes here. Bye from here in Torino.